How's it going, everyone? James Lynch here doing yet another reaction video. It's been a busy day. This time we've got a new flyweight title fight set. Cody Garbrandt is going to be dropping down to 125 pounds for the first time in his career to take on the flyweight champion Deiveson Figueiredo on November 21st, per Dana White, although I'm reading this tweet here from Brett Okamoto. He also mentioned that Valentina Shevchenko will be fighting Jennifer Maia. Man, where to start? Okay, first, let's start with Cody Garbrandt. I don't think he deserves this title shot. I've been talking about this for a while. Here's a guy that lost 3 fights in a row. He's coming off a win over Rafael Assunção at bantamweight, and now he gets to fight for the title just because he won his last fight. This doesn't make any sense. I could understand it if Cody Garbrandt was the bantamweight champion, a similar situation to what happened with TJ Dillashaw going down to flyweight to fight Henry Cejudo at the time. But Garbrandt's coming off a win that wasn't even for a title, and he had a long losing streak before that. I don't like this move at all. And add in the fact he doesn't have a single win at 125. To me, this is a slap in the face to all the other flyweights in that division right now. You've got Brandon Moreno, you've got Alex Perez, you got Askar Askarov. I mean, these are guys that actually worked their way up in the flyweight division, and now they're getting bumped ahead by a guy who's lost 3 of his last 4 fights. I don't like it. And I know people will say that, look, if Garbrandt goes down to 125, it'll make it exciting again. I don't know. I really don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Garbrandt isn't what he used to be. After that losing streak, I think people somewhat forgot about him. He had a long layoff heading into his last fight. Like, I don't see it being a huge difference with Garbrandt fighting for the title or like Brandon Moreno or Perez or any of those guys. So I'm a little bit disappointed by this decision. I get it. I mean, the UFC, you've seen the way they've done title shots this year. They don't seem to care about wins and losses. But yeah, Garbrandt's getting the shot. Personally, I don't think it's going to go well for him. He's already had some chin issues at 135. You're fighting a guy in Figueiredo who knocked out Joseph Benavidez twice in the last 2 fights. I don't think it's going to bode well for Garbrandt. My early pick on this one is going to be Deiveson Figueiredo, but we'll see. Again, Garbrandt's got to make the weight and actually make 125 first, and we'll see how he does on the scales. Like I said, it didn't turn out too well for TJ Dillashaw when he went down to flyweight. Let's talk about Valentina Shevchenko and Jennifer Maia. I also think they kind of missed the mark on this one as well. Jennifer Maia, while she did come off that impressive win over Joanne Calderwood in her last fight, because it was supposed to be Calderwood getting the title shot, Jennifer Maia now steals that thunder, and now she gets the title shot. But I do feel for someone like Cynthia Calvillo or Lauren Murphy, especially Lauren Murphy, she has a bunch of wins at flyweight. I think she might have been the better option for the title fight. You know, Calvillo got a huge win over Jessica Ai in her last fight, which to me sort of put her near the top in terms of the rankings, because I think I was ranked like number 2. So to me, Calvillo takes that spot. So I'm not as disappointed in this shot. Flyweight's a little bit more wide open, not as much as the flyweight situation there with the men's, but in general, you know, this is just sort of Valentina Shevchenko running through the mill of fighters here. I would imagine now they're going to do a fight between, you know, Cynthia Calvillo and Lauren Murphy next. That makes a lot of sense in terms of the contenders in that division, but I do expect Valentina to retain her title as she takes on Jennifer Maia here. Again, don't hate this one as much, but still, I feel like, you know, Lauren Murphy or Cynthia Calvillo should have got the nod for the title shot against Valentina Shevchenko as far as that goes. So I want to know what you guys think of these title fights below. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Who are you picking to win in both of these fights between Deiveson Figueiredo and Cody Garbrandt, and Valentina Shevchenko and Jennifer Maia? Again, both these fights are going to be taking place at UFC 255 on November 21st. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Lynch on Sports, and make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, youtube.com/LynchOnSports.